So thank you so much for today. Finance and what you do is a hot subject currently, especially with the different government initiatives. But businesses would always like to know more about what is going on and how you can help them. So if you can just introduce yourself first, and then we'll take it from there. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no worries. So I'm Kirren Bachra, and my company is Trend Finance Solutions. So I'm a commercial broker, help small to medium sized businesses arrange funding for their business, for commercial property. So just saving them a lot of time and just getting them the right loan product. And that is what I essentially do, go out to the market and speak to lenders and do that for them. So I mean, as a broker, I add value where I look at clients, their needs, their requirements for their business. So every business has a different risk profile. Looking at the trading history, we package the case and target lenders that would look at that particular profile case for that business. We've got access to lenders in the market. There are a large number of lenders, almost half, who will only speak to brokers. So as we understand their appetite to lend, the product space. So as you know, that the government, the British Business Bank, they have set up the CBILS loan scheme, the coronavirus business interruption loan scheme. And so I've been speaking to many clients where they just need some guidance to help submit this. Been telling clients to go to their current bank, the current lender. It's the quickest way. I mean, it is difficult, but there are some businesses that actually haven't gone through lending ever. So just helping them running through their cash flow requirements, profitability, and just helping them submit the application to their current lender. So I mean, what we're expecting is a second wave from this, where clients will, businesses will be looking for more support. As with the CBIL scheme, more lenders are being approved onto this, and also there is the bounce back loan, which is coming to place 4th of March for 100% backed. More support, so there'll be some more support there. Yeah,
this is a hot subject, and this is an essential matter for businesses during this pandemic. Yes, I do understand that many businesses haven't asked for a loan before, so this is something new. And thank you for letting us know how do you add value. This is brilliant. So what sort of implications this COVID-19 pandemic are you noticing in the market, on businesses, on how they are trading, and on their finance and cash flow?
Yeah, it is speaking to, again, many businesses where the focus for businesses now is shifted from growth, expansion, acquisition to survival. So the lending requirement has more likely switches from, say, getting a business loan to looking at CBILS and working capital cash for the business. And at the same time, this is equally represented opportunities. So, for instance, retail lease values, the tenant is in a stronger position to a lease negotiation than they were 3 months ago. So there's a number of retail clients that we're speaking to that are looking to acquire premises again, and just cheaper entry. Some businesses, I find, it's shifted to delivery. It's an opportunity for business owners to revisit their business model and look at where their growth expansion is and where it's going to come from for the next 2 to 5 years. Yeah.
An interesting perspective. This is an interesting point that you have mentioned in terms of retail and different businesses looking for different premises for a cheaper entry rather than their current one. Do you think that this is something that the current landlords would be more cooperative to keep their current tenants, or they're not flexible? I know that this is something not within your expertise, but what's
Yeah,
your opinion on that?
again, speaking to some of them where, yeah, I've been speaking to landlords as well, and what I find is that it's communicating with the landlord, and what I do know is that what they can do is they can extend your lease, for example, so you can delay your payments as an option. But there are some landlords that where the tenants obviously have, for these current reasons, circumstances, they have stopped payments and just not spoken to the landlord. So one key thing I would say is speak to the landlord and just and talk it through and go from there. But yeah, it is a difficult situation at the moment. But yeah,
Keeping an open dialogue and communication with the landlord is definitely key between both parties to reach some sort of a win-win situation, something that suits all, where everybody can emerge from this situation successful. What sort of advice would you give business owners now and hopefully after this pandemic, in another 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is, hopefully not more than 2 months, but what sort of an advice would you they should do now and they would do later?
The one thing I would definitely say is that it's important for business owners just to be realistic when they're preparing their cash and their cash flow, their revenue forecast. So when lockdown ends, it's unlikely that the revenue will instantly revert back to normal. So any forecasts need to be pragmatic, and that the forecast just shows a realistic picture of them getting back to normal trading. This is a time where planning and modelling is just so key at this point. And it's important to understand that if you don't do that, then some of your competitors will be in a stronger position to capitalise. Commercial property, interesting area where there will be many unoccupied. There will likely to be many occupied properties. So investors, people that are looking to expand their commercial property portfolio, there'll be some opportunities coming up there. I'd say one message for business owners is focus on stabilizing and then move on to review your business model with an expansion and a growth agenda from that point. Planning, modeling, very key.
Yeah, planning, cash flow, forecasting. Definitely, it's not it's not the old ways of doing business. It's a new normal. Yes, it might be in some instances some crisis, but yes, definitely there are lots of opportunities. How can business owners get in touch with you and see how you can help them? Is there a specific business owner, specific commercial companies that you deal with, or you're open to a dialogue with all? How does it work?
Yeah, so typically I've been speaking to many businesses, like you've got from your retail businesses to someone who's owning an IT business, for instance, or a personal training business who's looking for a loan and looking for growth in the business. So I am speaking to various businesses. In terms of property, we're looking for, like, say, commercial property, commercial mortgages. So I look at many renewals as well. So commercial property and business owners, small to medium-sized business owners that I'm just speaking to. In terms of contacting me, you can either just send me a message.
Yes. But probably, do you think they should send it to this email, or maybe they should connect with you on LinkedIn and send you a message over there?
Yeah, connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message there. You can equally send me an email, but yeah, I'd say the easiest way is connect to me well on LinkedIn, send me a message. Yeah, and yeah, happy to speak and speak to anybody. But in terms of some of the businesses that I've been actually working with is restaurants recently as well, speaking to a lot of restaurant businesses, and a lot of people that are buying commercial properties. So especially in the space where you may have you have a pension, you can actually invest, move funds to like a SIP product, self-invested personal pension, which allows you to invest that money into other funds, other areas, and commercial property. So especially that space, I've been most recently looking at and helping clients with that. Yeah.
Any specific region in the UK or?
Yeah, no specific region. I mean, I've been dealing with clients for say even Manchester, Leeds, but I'm based in Hertfordshire, so Hertfordshire region. But I usually what I do is I just have a conversation over the phone. It's all about getting the information, understanding the business, and it's all about shaping it and packaging it together for them, so that the lenders just approaching the lenders that have the appetite to lend, and that's what this is about. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the valuable info today, Kirren. And lovely to see you. Probably we'll look at the situation as it develops. Maybe we need another update in another few weeks if there is a need for that. Thank you so much for today. Is there anything that you would like to conclude or to add today?
No, I mean, I'd like to say, no, thank you, Khaled. Thank you for arranging this time to speak to me. I mean, I know you're helping many businesses. Some of the clients that I've you asked them to speak to you, and I know that your growth plan is great. So I really appreciate you arranging this time. So thank you
So much.